Hi everyone, Rhonda Gibson here with Gibson Girl Stampers. As you guys know, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and the name of my business is Cards for Christ, and the name of my team is Gibson Girl Stampers. So anyway, I am coming to you late tonight, so I don't know that I'll have very many people show up. I'm actually about 2 minutes early, so let me explain to you why I was late. The reason I'm late tonight is because my car has been making these funny little pinging and tinging noises. Um, it thinks that there's a passenger when there's not, so my seat belts go off and it goes ding, 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 ding for about 5 minutes unless I reach across and click it. Nobody's sitting there, but I still have to click the seat belt. So that was one of the reasons. Lately, it's decided that it's going to turn my passenger's airbag off and on. So it's been doing that too. So I had to take it in today. And the problem is that I had to leave it overnight because the way our new dealership or our old dealership is doing things is they are having you drop your car off in the morning and then you don't get to pick it up till later in the evening because they want to have all day long just to keep your car and work at it at their leisure and all that fun stuff. So that's why I'm late, because I had to wait for James to get off at 5. James is my husband. And I had to wait for him to get off at 5. And then that meant driving about 20 minutes into town and 20 minutes back would not have given me time. And I didn't really know what he had planned or anything. So I decided that I was just going to back up the card demonstration until 8 o'clock. So that's my time. It could be 9 o'clock your time, 10 o'clock your time, 7 or 6 o'clock your time. So anyway, I'm really not expecting a lot of people to show up because this is at a different time. I was kind of hoping I'd have a few people show up, but if they don't, that's okay. Like I said, I'm a couple of minutes early, so I'm going to say hello. And Facebook does take a little bit of time for it to say, hey, Rhonda Gibson is live, or Cards for Christ is live, or whatever. So I'm going to give a couple of, maybe a minute, not a whole lot of time, because I really, like I said, I know it's late, and there's people that probably will want to go to bed or may have already went to bed. I don't know. But I have a really cute card for you tonight I want to show you. And then I also have a special offer. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about the special offer. Hopefully people will watch this and hear it later. But my November offer, it's a special that I'm running. When you spend $100 in Stampin' Up! Product, I'm going to give you $20 of free product. Very simple. Not only that, but if you can see, I'm going to move this way, my behind me there is a advent calendar with numbers on it. I have that special going too. Anybody who spends $25 gets their name put into the bowl, and we're going to do 24 days of Christmas in December, and every day I'm going to open the advent calendar. I'm going to pull out a prize, and if you've placed a $25 order or more, your name will be in that bowl, and I'm going to pull out a name every day until December 24th. So if you order $25, you get one. If you order the $100 special, you're going to get 4 entries into that bowl. Okay, so guys, without further ado, I know that everybody's busy, so I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera down and let you guys see. Oh, by the way, the information on the $100 special or the $20 free special, I have a special host code. I have posted it above on the Facebook page and below on YouTube. So look for that code and look for the address to my store, and all you have to do is order $100. When you order $100, you email me at gibsongirlstamper@gmail.com, and I will you will send me your list of what you want to buy for $20, and I'll make sure that you get it. Hey Shonen, how are you tonight? I'm glad to see you here. Looks like right now it's just you and me. At a different time. I started at 8 instead of at 6. So anyway, I was just fixing to get into the card, so I'm going to go ahead and put my camera down. So go ahead and comment, like, all that fun stuff. And we will get started. Okay, guys? So here we go. We got more people popping on. Thank you, Lord. Okay, I did not do this earlier, so I got to see where y'all can see. And if you can see everything okay, I think so. This is the card that we're doing tonight. It's called Season's Greetings. It's we're using the the wrapped in plaid paper, and we're using the pine tree punch, and then we're using 2 stamp sets because I can't find my stamp set that goes with this. So we are going to use, hi Pam, hi Carla. We're going to use Peaceful Boughs, which we're going to use the Season's Greetings. And in the other stamp set, it has Merry Christmas, but that one had Season's Greetings, so I'm using it. And then we're going to use this really cute design. That's all I know how to call it, is a design. So we're going to use it. And so this is a really easy card, guys. I know you're going to love it once I start playing with it. And so I'm just going to get started. So I've got so much stuff on my thing. What I've got here is the designer series paper that we're going to use. This comes in a 6x6 pack. It's a nice big pack. It's got lots of paper in it, and I have been using it like crazy, and I still have lots of paper. It has 48 sheets, double-sided. And if you want later on, if we have time, I'll show them to you. If not, it's okay. All right, because I know, like I said, that I'm running late. So I'm going to set those to the side for just a second. The first thing we're going to start with is it is sorry, my mind just went blank. A 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of paper. I scored it down the center. So that's our cardstock. It's 5.5 by 4.5 when it's scored. So that's where that's our base. Then we're going to use a piece of shaded spruce, which is 5 1/4 by 4. Then we're going to use a piece of this designer series paper. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's got the gold. Hi, Mom. Glad you could join us. But it has gold in the lining. And then on the other side is stripes. But we're going to use the gold tonight. And it is 5 by 3 3/4. And then we're going to use another piece of white cardstock. And it is 4 by 3.5, I believe. Actually, I could tell you, well, I could have told, oh, it is, it's 4 by 3.5. Usually, guys, I have my little, what I call my cheat sheets. They look like this, and I usually have them on the back of the card, so that's where I'm going to put that one, so I don't forget it. Okay, so, as you can see, I kind of moved my Simply Chamois out of the way. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to layer, because I want to get my layers down first. I'm going to grab my Tombow glue, which is a liquid glue, and just going to really quickly get that on there. This card goes together really fast. That's one of the reasons why I chose it tonight, because like I said, I've had one of those days where I just wasn't quite prepared like I should have been, and I apologize for that, but it happens. That's life, right? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to take our designer series paper, and I'm going to show you guys a really quick trick. Okay, when I'm going to put my stamp, my blah, 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 my punch there. When I cover this up like this, there's a lot of paper underneath there that's going to get covered up, right? So one of the tricks I've been doing, because I love this paper and I love this stamp thing, I'm going to cut out a Christmas tree. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my paper on. And actually, guys, another trick is when you have the wet glue, if you'll hold your paper up, you don't have to worry so much about how to lay it down, because you don't have to pick it up later. And I'm just going to gently put just a tiny little dot on the corners. I don't like my glue to seep out, but I also don't like my corners sticking up. So then we're going to lay that down very carefully. Yes, that's correct. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. It's like, oh no, what am I doing? I remember what I'm doing. Sorry about that. I thought, why is my Christmas tree not right? It'll be okay. Now I'm just going to set this to the side for just a second because I want to go ahead and do my stamping on my white piece of paper. So I'm going to turn this back around so y'all can see it. I'm going to take this off so y'all don't have to, you're trying to figure it out. If you're coming in just now, you probably didn't even know what that was. Okay, I'm going to take my Season's Greetings, and I'm going to take the shaded Spruce, which I really like this shaded Spruce. I didn't think I really liked it until I started using it. I really do like it. It's pretty. I'm going to actually move my sentiment on this block up. You really should get the sentiment as close to the right size of block as you can. For whatever reason, I'm using this one. I don't know. Who knows, right? And I'm going to, let me see. I'm just going to do something here just to make sure that I get this in the right spot. Okay, I'm going to put it about right here. Yes, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Darcy. Okay, there we go. And this is the reason why you want to get your block the right size. I'm going to show you a boo-boo, but I'm going to leave it because it's okay, because I can always cover it up with a sequin or something. But see that little bitty spot right there? That's called shadowing, and that's where I rocked my stamp block just a tiny bit, and it caused some ink to go in the wrong spot. So you don't want to do that. So be real careful and choose the right size block when you're doing this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clean that off with my Simply Chamois. Love my Simply Chamois, as you guys know, all clean. And then I am going to take and put my green spruce away before I stick my hand in it. And then I'm going to get out my cherry cobbler. Now, the nice thing about this paper is it matches cherry cobbler, it matches shaded spruce. Let's see what other colors. Cherry cobbler, night of navy, shaded spruce, and whisper white. All of those are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful colors. And so it just really does good. Now, this is the little design that I told you I picked up out of the other one, out of the other stamp set. It came out of, I'm not sure. I think it came out of Season's Christmas Gleaming. And the reason I explained that the reason I'm not using the stamp set that goes with this particular punch is because I misplaced it. Hi, Rose. Nice to see you tonight. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this up real quick. And then the last thing I need to do, this is where the magic happens, guys. I love this part. I'm going to take my Christmas tree punch, and I'm going to lose my paper. And I almost made it too small. Let's see, how close do I want to go up and down? Go and bring it down just a little bit. I'm going to put it right. It's going to be right on the edge because of the sentiments. Okay, and I'm going to pop it out. Got a white Christmas tree now. Don't lose it. Don't throw it away. You don't want to waste anything, right? Okay, and then I'm going to pop it up with dimensionals. Looking for my dimensionals. Here's some. Okay. And dimensionals are really cool. They give everything a little bit of a dimension, meaning it pops it up, makes it stand out up just a little bit. So this is one of my favorite stamps, one of my favorite punches for sure, and one of my favorite stamp sets if I could find it. I am going to show you more of this because I really like it. It is low right now on our inventory. Boy, I'm really dimensionaling up. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Anyway, I'm going to pop that up. But it's running low on our inventory, so if you like that Christmas tree and you like this paper and everything, you might want to get it before it goes on back order. So you could order it for your 200. I'm really dreaming now, guys. $100 order. And don't forget, when you order $100, I'm going to give you $20 in free product, and it's your choice what product it is. All you have to do is email me and use the host code that I've given you up at the top of this post. And for YouTube, it's going to be at the bottom of the post. I'm pulling these little dimensions off. These little things are all over the place, but they are one of my favorite things that Stampin' Up! Carries because it just makes your card really pop. Okay, now, you see, watch what I'm going to do. You're not even going to see where I punched out that Christmas tree earlier. It's too low. Other thing about dimensionals is they're kind of forgiving if you want to pick it up pretty quick. As long as you don't poke it down hard, you can. This Crooked Stamper's having a little bit of trouble here. But she's going to get it here in just a second. There we go. Pop it down. Now, isn't that pretty? But it still needs what I call the bling. Rhonda loves her bling, right? So, I'm going to put some of my stuff away so I can get to the bling. And I'm going to show you guys a trick. These are our Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and they come in from tiny to bigger sized. And if you take our Stampin' blends, I don't have a silver one. They don't make a silver one as far as I know, but they do make this really pretty. This is Daffodil Delight, one of my favorite yellows. And what you can do is you can color your jewel to make it the color you want to. Now, I chose Daffodil Delight because I kind of want it to look like a sparkling star on the top of my tree. So I'm going to let that dry. It's a little damp, but I did one earlier so I wouldn't have to make you guys wait. And I'm just going to put it at the top of my tree. How cute is that? And there's my bling for the night. Isn't that pretty? Now we can't stop here. We have to go ahead and do the inside. Now I'm going to leave it white, but I am going to decorate it just a little bit with that really cool decorative swirl. I'm going to call it a swirl. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it is very pretty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it about in the center, I think, right there. And I'm glad I'm still on camera. I looked up to see, and sure enough, I am. And look, it just gives the inside just a little bit of something. And you could, put it someplace else if you wanted to. You could even have, if I had my other stamps, if I could find the stamp sets, we could stamp a tree inside, but you can dress it up. And then I'm going to go ahead. I have pre-made envelopes, so I'm going to pull out an envelope. And I want to dress it up just a little bit too. So I'm going to put a swirl there. And then I think I'm going to put a swirl down here in this corner too. There we go. Clean it off with my chamois, all clean. I think. There we go. And we are done. Was that not the easiest card you ever saw me make? Hi, Madison. Nice to see you. How easy was that? We have a matching envelope. Let's see. I'm doing this upside down. There we go. Matching envelope. It's got the pretty on both sides. Voila. Very happy about that. So, if you have any questions or any concerns about anything that I've said or done tonight, you just let me know. You can send me a private message here on Facebook. You can leave a comment in the comment box, or you can email me at gibsongirlstamper@gmail.com. Don't forget all the specials we have. If you missed them, please feel free to re-listen to this video. And if you're watching it on YouTube, all the information is going to be at the bottom. And if you're listening to it on Facebook, all the information will be at the top. Okay. So I hope you all enjoyed that. This Gibson girl saying bye-bye for now. Have a good evening. Bye, and thank you for coming.